All right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to our Monday kickoff call. Let's make sure that we're streaming live into both YouTube channels. We do stream. Woo, there it is. Apparently, it's not muted, but it's exciting that it is working. All right, awesome. So we are live on two YouTube channels. Whichever YouTube channel you're on right now, please go ahead and subscribe. We want to be able to give you notices when we launch new videos and things of that nature. We're super excited to see everybody here for a Monday kickoff call. Hopefully you guys have been up for a little bit. You've got some energy going. You've got some coffee in your system or tea or whatever it is that you take. And we're in this crazy pivotal week right now, right? And I don't have any guests today with me. If one pops in, you know, the way we launch it, we let our leadership team know. If you want to be a part of this, you can be a part of it. If you don't, that's okay too. I'm going to be here with you guys every single Monday, either way, right? So while we're in here, there's a few of you that are already logging in. Go ahead and pump into the chat. In the YouTube chat, go ahead in the comments, type in where you're from, let the world know. These videos are watched by thousands of people, and so you never know, there might be a referral business for you or something like that. So we want people to know who you are and where you are. So shout out, say good morning to everybody. So tapping in. What are we talking about today? We're talking about mindset. We do that every Monday. How do we get you prepared for the week, right? But this is a kind of special week, right? Happens every 4 years. It's election week, and tomorrow is the big day. Tomorrow is, election day. Kids are off from school. You know, parents are taking a moment to get out there and go and vote. For those of you that didn't do early voting, I heard that today, Monday, early voting is closed. They're not doing any more early voting. So if you have not voted yet, you've got to go vote tomorrow on Tuesday. Now, why do I bring this up? Because for months, we've been watching the rhetoric on social media. We've been watching people go at each other about politics. We've been watching people go at each other about race. We've been watching people go at each other about sexuality. We've been watching people go at each other about just about every topic that the right and the left disagree on, right? And it's frustrating to me because at the end of the day, I like to believe that we're all human, right? And we all care about our country one way or another. And so I oftentimes ask, why can't people be more civil about the conversations that they have out there? So I'm going to challenge you guys this week, right? Because regardless of who you're voting for, I have no problem telling folks who I'm voting for. I'm voting for Donald Trump. It is what it is. I just feel, in my opinion and my research and my thought process, that we had a good 4 years when he was president. He's already proved it. So I'm going to go do that again, right? That's who I'm going to vote for. And it's funny because one of the things that a friend of mine was talking about the other day, he said there are, however many hundreds of thousands of people in this country, and these are the two that are going for it, right? This was our pick, guys, by the way. This is who we chose to make it to the top. So we know there's a handful of folks out there that are significantly probably better at taking on the presidency. But this is what we've got in front of us. These are our two choices. And regardless of who you vote for, guess what? I still love you. I don't care. And that's the mentality that we have to begin to bring to what's happening in our nation, right? We are a divided nation because they are pushing us to be divided. It's our choice. It's our choice to love one another. It's our choice to love thy neighbor. It's our choice to understand that we don't have to push our agenda on anyone else, and they don't have to push their agenda on us. We don't have to force feed each other agendas. We can politely discuss them. We can have intelligent, grown-up conversations about it. The problem is that you can't do that on social media, and you're watching it on social media, and somebody will post something about Trump, and a bunch of people come in and dog him. And somebody will post something about Kamala, and a bunch of people come in and dog him. And it's pathetic. If you are spending your day going on social media to dog somebody out about their choice as an American citizen on who they want to vote for, You have too much fucking time on your hands. You need to get back to work. Okay? If you have time to spend 10 minutes writing an entire paragraph in somebody's comment about who they want to vote for and why they want to vote for them, and you want to come in and battle them, stop. Like, stop. Who cares? I don't care who you're voting for. It makes no difference to my daily activities. It makes no difference to me making my calls. It makes no difference to me doing the things necessary to drive my business and move the needle. It makes no difference to how I love and treat my family. It makes no difference to how my employees react with me and how we have a great relationship. It makes no difference to my team and how we're going to succeed moving forward. It makes no difference to our coaching clients who are 100% massively focused on growing their lives and businesses. None of this shit matters. None of it matters. Because I got news for you. Donald Duck could become president of the United States, okay? Mickey Mouse could be Donald Duck's vice president, and it would make absolutely no difference to the rest of us. Understandably, there might be policy put in place that might affect the nation as a whole, but I've never in my lifetime seen a nation or a situation or a depression or anything like that that has affected real estate so much that I couldn't continue my career. The one thing that I know is that in every market, houses are still moving. They might be moving to investors or they might be moving to homeowners, but they're still moving. And I'm in the world of real estate. And that's what I want to focus on. So that's what I'm going to encourage you guys today. First of all, I'm going to immediately encourage you to go vote. Again, I don't care who you vote for. By the way, those are not the only two names on the ballot. Feel free to vote for one of the other folks if you want to, right? Like the ballot has like 5 names running for president, okay? So just pick one. Whichever one makes you feel as a human being and an American citizen most comfortable, right? If you love Kamala and you love her policy, go that way. If you love Trump and you love his policy, go that way. If you don't like either one of them and you're still not sure who to vote for, sit down and do some research on them and just make the best decision you possibly can. Which one is the lesser of two evils, right? Which one would you vote for based on whichever policy you may or may agree with? That's what I encourage you to go do. The one thing that I do not want you to do is not vote. The one thing that I do not want you to do is ignore the vote. It is your American given right to fill in those little bubbles and vote for somebody. It's your right to do so. And when you don't vote, you give the other person an opportunity. Think about that for a moment. If you sit down and you go, I believe in Donald Trump more than I do Kamala, but you know what? I'm not going to go vote because whatever, it's not strong enough. You can't do that because what you do is you give Kamala a vote and vice versa the same. And I'm not here to harp on one candidate over another. At no point in this conversation did you hear me say this one is better than that one. I just told you who I'm going to vote for based on my theory, right? Based on what I want to do, based on what I believe is good for the economy of the United States, what I believe is good for the country, what I believe is furthermore good for the world. Because when our country is strong, the world pays attention. When our country is weak, the world equally pays attention. And things begin to start happening that scare the world. And I don't know about you guys. I did not live through World War I. I did not live through World War II. And I do not want to live through World War III. Do not. So I'm choosing the candidate that I believe will make us a strong country and keep us out of World War III. Does that make sense to y'all? Right? And so I encourage you guys, number one, to vote. And number two, to stay off the ridiculous bandwagon of going on social media and ranting on people's comments and posts. Stop. Why do you care? Why do you care who's voting? Why do you care who they're voting for? What if they look? Guess here, I'm going to give you guys a news flash, right? I have friends and family that are voting for Kamala. I'm voting for Trump. Does that mean that we can't go to Thanksgiving dinner together? No, it doesn't. That's my family. I love my family. They still the same people I've known my entire life. They just have different governmental beliefs. And maybe after a couple drinks on Thanksgiving, we might sit down and have a grown-up conversation about why we made the decision that we made. And yes, it might get a little bit heated because that's what politics does. But I want you to remember one thing only, when we walk away from this, is that politics and the lunacy of the politics has divided this country. And religion has been the cause of almost every war we've ever known to exist. Remember those things. Okay? If you could start having mentally grown-up conversations about these things, the world will change. And we, those of you that are close to my age, have an opportunity to create a new generation of people that think different, that can respect each other. Because guess what? No matter who you vote for, if you are a good human and a good American and a good person, I respect you. And if you respect me equally, we're good to go. So 1, go vote. 2, stay off the ridiculous rants. You ain't got time for that. You got a business to run and a family to take care of. And 3, get back to what we know. I don't care what tomorrow is. Election day, boom, boom day, America's day. I don't care what it's called. Stay focused on the mission at hand. And what the mission is to grow the business, put some money in the bank so you can take care of the family, and grow the relationships in the family so you can put some love in the bank and take care of the business. That's all you have to focus on this week, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to push this to you today because I am very involved in politics when it comes to understanding it. And I listen to all the rhetoric and I listen to the YouTube videos and all that stuff. But I do not allow that to shift my mind or change it in a direction that will hurt me or hurt my family or hurt the people around me. And you shouldn't either. I got people deleting people off of social media because they're voting for the opponent. Are you out of your mind? Like, what is wrong with you? Stop that. That is nonsense. Focus on your growth. Focus on your family. Focus on the things most important to you. Now, I do see some funny stuff on social media, like if your candidate does not get elected and you're leaving the country, please let me know. I'd love to list your house. I think that's funny as hell, right? I think that's hilarious. But if you're having fun with it, that's one thing. If you're having adult grown-up conversation about it, that's one thing. But if you're getting ridiculous and you're posting and you're trying to push people down because of what they believe in, you need to stop that. Okay? I have my personal beliefs on everything from marijuana to abortion to policy to economics to I have my personal beliefs. And if you believe different than me, that's on you. I don't care. Why should I care? You're you. I'm me. We're supposed to be different. Right? So I encourage you guys, please, I encourage you guys to just focus on the important things in life. Go vote. Stay off the rhetoric. If you feel like you can't control yourself, don't open social media for a little while, right? And stay massively mentally focused on your business, your life, and your family. And trust me when I tell you that if you spend too much time on the rhetoric and the nonsense, your business will get hurt. And your family, you'll start to see some of it break apart. And none of you want any of that nonsense. None of you want any of that. Remember the important things in life and stay massively hyper-focused on it. Be a proud American. Go vote. It's your right. Do that. And regardless of who you vote for, remember this. I love you guys. Be strong, be safe, be out there, do your thing. Stay massively focused on everything that you're doing. Take care of your job, take care of your family, take care of your business, take care of your money, put it in the right places. And we'll continue to have great mental freedom if you can do this, because you won't be held by the nonsense around you. Put your brain right and everything else will fall in place. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a great, great, great week. Whoever you are out there, I hope your candidate wins. Whoever you are, I don't care. And then Wednesday, guess what? When they announce the new president, nothing else will matter. And for the next 3 years, we won't have to see any of this nonsense on social media. And it's going to be a beautiful thing. Okay? Until 3.5 years from now or 3 years from now, when the next candidates start to come up from the woodwork and everyone gets crazy again, remember this particular video that we did today. Stay focused on you. You come first. You come first. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Have a strong, strong, strong week. I believe that we are doing our Thursday. Is that this week, Mike? Give me a thumbs up because I can see you. Is that this week that we're doing the Thursday call? It is not. All right. So this week I am flying out to San Diego. If you got friends and family out in San Diego, please, please, please point them to itsafreedomday.com. Itsafreedomday.com. Have them pick San Diego. We're going to be doing Freedom Day in San Diego. It's a 4-hour intensive coaching. We're expecting to have over 100 people in the audience, and it's going to be an exciting time for us. Okay. So I want you guys to go ahead and get to itsafreedomday.com if you're in the San Diego area. And if you're not in the San Diego area, but you know real estate agents out there, just go ahead and point them to this direction. We're going to have a great time on Wednesday. It's the 6th. The 21st, San Antonio, Tom Ferry. But even better, next week on the 14th, we're going to be doing part 2 of preparation for 2025. And what we're going to do is a few days before, we're going to go ahead and send out a text message to everyone registered to come to our coaching trainings, right? And so it's thefreedomcoaching.com. Make sure that you go to there, thefreedomcoaching.com, register for that coaching. So on Thursday, the 14th, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to go ahead and do part 2 of our preparation for 2025. We're going to get the link out to everybody for part 1. So that way you guys can prepare for it, okay? So on the 12th or the 13th, you're going to get a text with the link for part 1 so you can watch part 1. And on the 14th, we're going to go ahead and let part 2 happen. We'll see you guys soon. Have a great day. Tonya asked, the cost for the training, it is 1,000% free, right? So just go to thefreedomcoaching.com, THE, freedomcoaching.com. And once you register on there, it's 100% free, and you can join us every other Thursday for our Freedom Coaching calls. All right. Talk to you soon.